Hello everybody. Hi YouTuber. Hi Facebook friends. I'm going to paint a orchid live on a scroll, pre-mounted scroll. As you can see here, on the left is my model. I made turned around, and I have second flower just in case I need. So you don't have to stick on one fixed viewpoint in Chinese brush painting. We always look for the pattern that best match our classical compositional needs. So in Orchid, we have 3 major strokes. So I'm going to do the major one first, which is normally the dominant stroke that determines the size of the plant and the longest, the tallest or the widest space in composition. Let me zoom in a little bit. I wish there are shadows, but we have a cloudy morning today. Sometimes I see that, sometimes you don't. So anyway, I may show you the pictures later with the cast shadow. That's where the Chinese painting or sumi-e is inspired of. We ignore the, here we go. You can see that very sharp actually in my the flowers. So I'm going to do this. Actually, I see a perfect 3-stroke leaf here. I wish you can see that. This is the major one. See that we can turn around and see what's the best for our purpose. So I use a large, short-handled brush. We call it a wrist brush. This so it's very good to use in vertical precision. I don't have to hold my brush like this on the table. So this is the best. And I will use a small brush. It's a calligraphy brush, Wang Xizhi calligraphy brush for signature and the details. So I wet the brush with some water. And I just use a regular Western watercolor. By the way, I have done some studies in watercolor. Let me just show you, grab a new one for you. Okay, this is the painting I did yesterday morning, just to capture the light. I tried to capture the light. So this, you can see the light here. Okay, I'm online, I assume again. Here is the painting I did yesterday, trying to capture the light with the watercolor. And we have 2 models yesterday, so I tried to do one, only that one actually is about finishing, so I have to do it fast before it's all gone, the flower are fading. So I'm going to use some watercolor here. I got green, that's the best part of watercolor. We have transparent green, sap green, and I mix with a little red to get a dark green, and then a little bit ultramarine for the shady part. Actually, this is all shadows. I try to capture this shadow perfectly. You can see on the cast. I wish you can see that in my on the background here. So I don't really see the green leaves. I see the black profile or the silhouette. That's what they call it, right, in France. So as the silhouette, just the perfect composition. That's very inspiring. And then right, and you can extend a stroke in Chinese brush painting. So I consider that it's the major leaf. So I need to extend that, right? Mix some more green and red. I should consider warm and cold in watercolor, but here I ignore that. I just paint. I kind of combine these two leaves. This leaf actually curves down, but I think it's better just curve up. But you know, when I try to talk, I missed the consistency of the colors. I just make it up. So this is the dark usually in the front, the light goes in the back, right? Now you add some secondary leaves. Let me take a picture. I think I have the camera here. You can see that shadow, right? You can see that shadow. Yeah. That's my inspiration. Okay, I have to go fast before it gets too. I mean, the shadow can be gone with the cloudy morning we have here. It's all raining recently. So I try to indicate the root outside the frame. You can have a little bit this dense, sparse. Okay, then let me turn this. So actually you'll see something like that. I wish I could hold it like that. You cannot. Let me use some, maybe just use camera so that I can hold it like that for temporary purpose. It won't stay. Okay, just there we go. See that flower? Perfect, right? So I would make a stand right across that, but I don't want to make a hard cross, so just avoid that little bit. And then this is the center, right? Although it is a solo wave, I still have, can vary the color to go more with the local colors, they call it, the local colors without considering the light. So we just use a little, the flower is yellow, with some brown it's fading, but some green would be nice. So just 5 strokes. I can see clearly the 3. Actually, this one goes behind. So when they're combined shapes, become sophisticated, but you try to identify the five always, and the little stem, secondary stem, right? And there are some flowers in front of the stem, very nicely. It can become smaller. Actually, I should have a bud at the top that indicate some potentiality. We don't really paint the reality. We paint what we feel, okay, of the reality. And some, again, the center stalk. Well, you don't have to really trace it. It becomes too detailed. I always try to remind myself, don't paint the reality, paint feeling instead. So just try to capture that last stage of the orchid. Then they start to fade. So that's it. And then I dot. In the reality, the polling is in white, but I just dot with some dark. You know, the 3 dots in the center indicate the pollen. Just a suggestion, right? So this brush does it all. You can see very handy. It can be very sharp. It could be very broad. You could do the veins on the leaf very suggestively, maybe to indicate some bone. I just got some gray, some blue left over here to make sure it's dry. So dry the bottom of the brush. The water will not be too much. Just draw this center vein first. And it goes not in the middle to indicate the perspective. And you have to worry about the front and the back relationship sometimes. We have those details. But because it's still wet, so wet into wet, it becomes blurry. That's fine. It will be still noticed a little bit different color variation. That's it, I think. So I will sign with my smaller brush, calligraphy brush. Oh, I didn't wash it, so it got hard. Maybe I just use the big one. So I just use this large brush to sign. Believe it or not, you can do everything with this. That's my least favorite brush. So I just mix some ultramarine with crimson to get a dark, maybe some red. I should have black here, but anyway, it's nice to have something different. So I just sign with my name and the date. You could do on the bottom here, I think, or here. I think that's better. And later I will use the seal, also add a dessert to it, and warm color. So this maybe that space will be destroyed. This maybe right on the bottom, because this is considered like a watercolor. So right, I could just sign the English initials. What about just English initials here? Since I got only the watercolors. And you could wash the background to make it more watercolorish. You know, you can make a more shadow kind of things. Let me do one more attempt to make the center one to work, I think. We call that absence of stroke with continuation of idea. 笔断意念 in Chinese. Just the accent. All right. This is my watercolor, and here's the more sumi-e style on the squirrel. Very easy if you use the natural shading as your inspiration. Thanks for watching, and try it at home. Any flower can do this, bamboo or something else, like a rose. Thank you. Bye-bye.